an American company that has been producing motorcycles since 1903 and has already created over 80 different makes and models so far. Well, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'd like to talk about one certain model they created, well, that's really influential on today's modern day motorcycle rider. The Panhead motorcycle. Created in between the years of 1948 to 1965. Well, if there was ever a motorcycle where time influenced design, it would be this one right here. See, 1948, well, that was the final year of World War II. And we were having a lot of oncoming servicemen coming back home. And while they're coming back home, well, they're getting introduced to the United States new highway system. So with that being able to state, the need for a motorcycle that could go many miles at high temperatures was needed. And voila, the Panhead was made. So with that in mind, the Panhead, which really gets its name from simple design on this one, is because of the top of the motor here, well, that was a baking pan that resembled. And this is important because, well, this thing housed any loose or cycled oil. So any oil that was getting cycled through the engine, well, that can now keep the engine cool. Where any loose oil that it housed, well, that could be distributed down to the chain. Well, that's important because, well, that kept the chain cool. It also kept friction down. So now the need for maintenance on the road wasn't as much. A rider could go a few days without having to make readjustments or anything like that. Another great thing that they had created, and I didn't really find this out until Cycle World's 2018 March issue, I found out that, well, at that time Harley was using the newly used heat-reducing metal aluminum. But I didn't know that this is the same metal that was used in a lot of World War II aircrafts. And actually, Harley had purchased an old propeller plant, and, well, at the same time with the heat-reducing metal aluminum, if you can see, they created fins that were thinner and deeper, almost kind of like a, the airplanes motors would have, real thin. Well, that was created so air could cool down the motor itself. So not only did you have oil cycling through the motor, you had air cool. Plus, with the oil being distributed down, like we said, the chain, which helped the back end of the motor go on the wheel, well, the need for maintenance, that was down. The ability to go long miles and the ability to ride in hot temperatures, that was there. But one of the most influential changes that Harley made really didn't come until about their final year of production, 1965. Every motorcycle before 1965, well, it had to be kick-started, meaning a person would have to get on their knees and push down. And not always did it want to start on the first kick. And sometimes you pretty much sweat it out like I am now and take a few different kicks to get it started. Well, now with the use of the electrical start, which was created in all models after 65 and everything nowadays, well, now we get to celebrate the ability to click it on and hit a button, start off and jump on and go. Now, we said, we can go many miles and easier. This helped amateur riders want to acquire newer motorcycles and be able to take on those miles. So as you see with the use of the covered oil, so now any cycling oil through the system is being used, any oil lost is being used and distributed to the proper places, and the kickstart, all these changes made one of the Panhead the most influential motorcycles today within that time period. As the Panhead, it was made as a motorcycle aimed for today, but respected its past. This is Jamie Jameson saying peace be with you. Thank you.